Hello and welcome. We're back again this week with another fun Cricut project. This time we're using 4-ply mat board. So you can actually purchase that in a variety of colors. I got this one off Amazon like in an assortment pack. And then we're going to use the Cricut Maker, the knife blade to cut the 4-ply mat board, and the scoring wheel to add some gorgeous score lines. We're actually going to make these picture frame ornaments. So a cute picture frame out of the mat board with a little score line accent that looks really good, like kind of a debossed thing around the outside of the frame. So super cute. So let's talk about the emboss and how to make these, and hope you enjoy. So for this project you're going to need 4-ply mat board. Now mat board comes in a wide variety of colors. I actually just purchased a variety pack of colors off Amazon. And then you'll also need some kind of twine or hemp cording, something like that. And of course your Cricut Maker. So here are the results from some of my cuts. So as you can see, these are the pieces of the frame. So this would be the back. You can put your picture here, and then you just put this over the top, and that we're actually going to attach a cord as well for hanging on your Christmas tree. Now you can see the emboss around the edge, which is so pretty and makes it just pop a little bit extra. So you can see that the piece is cut fairly clean. The only thing I would caution you about, so on this red one, I did a really intricate embossing with the scoring wheel, or a really intricate score. And because the core of the mat board is white, in some places the top wanted to crack and show that white through some. So you may go less intricate on your scoring, similar to this one that I did with the silver, because the more intricate you go, the more likely it is to crack on those score lines. Now, you can also pull your project off of the mat before it's technically cut all the way through. So in this example, on this green one, I pulled it off. The knife blade cut all the way through, say on most of the piece. So you can see that it's cut all the way through here. But then there's maybe a few places where it's just not quite all the way through. You can go another pass with the knife blade, yes, but it will dig into your mat. So if you want to save your mat, you can just use your handy dandy knife and self-healing mat, and then just cut in those few spots where it's just hanging on. And most of the time it's those really intricate spots. And then once you cut, it'll just pop right out. So now we want to assemble our picture frame ornaments. So the first thing we'll need to do is print out some pictures and then trim those to size. So I'm just going to use a pair of scissors. Just figure out where you want the picture and cut those to size. And depending on how intricate your frame is, you could have to do things like cut off the corners or whatever so they're not visible. The goal here is just so that it's not visible from the front, the corners or anything, when you hold it behind the frame. Now that our photos are cut, we are going to assemble the frames, and for this we're just going to use some hot glue. So what we'll want to do is have some kind of twine or ribbon, and cut off enough to make a loop. Then we're going to sandwich this twine in between our two frame pieces, so in between the back and the front. So let's add the twine first. So a little glue wherever you want the top to be. Add the twine. And this is just a silicone fingertip so I don't burn myself. And then we're going to add the picture to the back of the front piece. So a little line of glue all the way around. Add your picture. Make sure it looks okay from the front. Then we'll add additional glue to add it the back. Then you have a picture frame ornament that's ready to hang on your tree. So that's a pretty simple project with your Cricut. So break out the Cricut, start making some Christmas ornaments. These would also make superb gifts for family. So make a few of these, give them to grandma or mom for Christmas, and they'll love a picture of the kids in these. This would also make really great like to top the present. So if the present is for this little guy, then just top his present with this little ornament. So it's kind of like a way to tell the gifts apart and who they're for, and a gift that you can use after Christmas is over at the same time. So make some mat board frame ornaments with your Cricut machine. So if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. If you love projects with your Cricut machine, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have them all the time. You can actually head to our YouTube channel, scroll back for tons of different Cricut ideas. If you have any questions or comments about the project, please ask them below. I'll also have a link in the description for the video that you can get the cut file for these if you want to make exactly the ones I made. You can also head to thecountryschiccottage.net. If you can't find it, you can head to thecountryschiccottage.net, search for frame ornaments, or leave me a comment on YouTube and I will get the link directly for you for the cut file, and then you can cut these on your Cricut Maker. So thank y'all so much for joining me today. I will be back next week with another fun crafty video.